Broadcasting live from downtown Canton, Ohio since 1925. WHBC AM Canton, a Digity property.
You know, gas prices have made us very happy in recent weeks and months. And right now on our WHBC Newsline, we're going to bring in Adam Cooper, oil and gas expert, because we want to know, how low can it go, Adam? Good morning.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
We're doing pretty well.
We're doing good. I saw the price of gas dropped another 10 cents since last night at my gas station.
Yeah, I mean, some places in the United States, it's as low as $2 a barrel. So enjoy prices while they're low. I mean, that's great for the everyday consumer. The problem is that it's actually hurting the United States as a whole.
Why is the low gas prices hurting us as a whole?
Well, what's going on is Canada and OPEC are huge importers into the United States with oil. So they're bringing in oil. OPEC has been trying to stop us from becoming energy independent. And we started making a push for energy independence back a few years ago, a really solid, push towards energy independence. OPEC has seen this as a threat to them because we are one of their largest buyers of oil and gas. So what they're trying to do is right now flood the market with cheap oil so that it reduces down cost, but it also at the same time pushes out many smaller to medium-sized companies in the United States that have gone out and paid the money to drill and to frack. And unless we get cost about $81 a barrel, then it is not profitable for them to continue exploring and drilling, and so at $53 a barrel, then it actually becomes, in many places in the United States, unreasonable to even produce. So future projects are shut down as we speak. They're still going to finish out the jobs on the books, but after that, after $81, there will not be any new jobs that come back online until we start to see a turnaround, which in effect it accomplishes their goals, which is to continue to make us rely on them for oil.
Well, we have a lot of fracking that's going on here in northeastern Ohio, and we've actually heard the opposite of that from some of the folks around here on our Ron Ponders show last week. One of the companies talked about that and said, well, we can weather this storm. Absolutely,
and there's different, everybody has a different price at which they can produce. There's places in the United States that can produce oil for $10 to $20 a barrel.
Nice.
There's places in America that can't produce it below $82, $83 a barrel. There's such a wide range in the United States. It depends on where you're at. So, for example, down in the Eagle Ford Permian Basin, some of those guys can produce it right around $50 a barrel, $53 a barrel. So it just depends on where you're at, what type of drilling you're doing, and all of those come into play. Now, oil and gas companies, each person has to decide whether or not they can sell it at that price for a profit. As a whole, though, you're right around that 81 and that 53.
Got it.
So that's just an overall median.
And honestly, I thought the biggest problem for fracking was the fact that several communities are starting to vote on banning fracking in their communities. They vote. Some have voted to ban it outright, but others have said, we kind of like the money coming in here.
We kind of do.
And so they haven't done it. But I know they went to the ballot last fall, and I heard rumors that there are many more communities worried about the possibility of, and yet there's no real proof, I understand, but maybe you can share some insight. Does fracking cause earthquakes?
Well, I'm actually from Oklahoma, which it's a hot topic here in Oklahoma with the earthquakes we've been having here as well. And I do not believe that it is causing anything. There's always a possibility anything's possible. But until there's real proof that that's happening, I'm skeptic.
But that's why the communities are voting against it. If they are, they're worried that the ground's going to be shaking beneath them.
Yeah, and it's unproven. For example, in Oklahoma, we've had earthquakes for forever. I mean, we have hundreds, if not thousands, a year here in Oklahoma alone. The earth is constantly moving under the ground, so to say that we are actually doing harm is until it's actually proven is not really fair. Because again, it could just be a time where the earth's moving a little bit more than normal.
Right.
It could have something to do with it, sure. But until they prove that there's not any really belief on my side that it's actually happening.
All right, well, we're going to keep an eye on it. We still love the low gas prices one way or the other.
No, absolutely. Think about it this way, though. Made in America is what people are pushing for us to bring back jobs to the United States.
Exactly.
It's the same thing in oil and gas. If we want to continue towards the energy independence in the United States, we have to either find ways to reduce our costs, or we have to start taxing bringing in foreign oil, because we want to keep those jobs. We want to keep our economy moving forward, not backwards.
All right, Adam Cooper, we appreciate your time this morning. You have a great week.
You too. Thank you.